Hi guys, welcome back to the Sonic Oasis. My name is Mfundo, and in this video we are checking out a Tim Exile plugin. So Tim is an electronic music producer and he's also an inventor in his own right because he creates these musical tools and musical software that helps making music a whole lot more fun and a whole lot more experimental. And today we're checking out his latest release and it's called Finalist. So this is a software that claims to mix and master for you in a matter of seconds. And no, this is not AI. I know most of you are thinking not another AI plugin. So this is a mixing and mastering engine that he created from the ground up. And what it does is it analyzes whatever music you uploaded. You categorize whether it's bass, lead, or backing, or drums, and it will look at the dynamics, and depending on what presets you choose, it will change those dynamics. I've actually never used it before, and so it's going to be the first time doing it in front of you in this video, so you're going to be getting my live reaction to it as well. So a little bit about me. I am a keyboardist or musician, and I'm not an audio engineer. I'm not a sound engineer by any right. I do not like mixing. I do not like mastering. I would rather be playing keyboard, learning new skills, or creating, composing new songs instead of mixing. So that's where I come at. And as a result, I really suck at mixing because of my attitude towards it. I'm really bad at mixing. I find the whole process very not fun, to put it simply. And so what I'm looking for in this plugin is, can it mix better than me? And that is basically my only requirement. If it can mix better than me, then I am completely sold out. And I'll be using it for most of my YouTube songs that I'll be uploading. And honestly, it's a very low bar that I've given this plugin to beat, and it really should be able to beat it if its claims are true. Okay, so I'm gonna throw some few genres at this. All these tracks were created by me, and I've actually included them in my videos. I created them as part of plugin demos that I was creating. So if you want to check those out, I will link it down below as well. But I'm going to throw a few genres at it and see how it performs, and let's go. Okay, so when we open up Reactor and we choose the Finalist, this is what we're greeted. You can drop up to 32 tracks, and fortunately for me, I don't think that's going to be a problem. My tracks are usually way below that. So I'm just going to drag and drop my tracks. Okay, so I'm going to start off with a bit of a hip hop groovy track. So once you've dropped the tracks, now we need to categorize them. Okay, so that is bass. Those are drums. Okay, I'd say that falls under drums. That's lead. It's backing. I'd put that on lead. I'd put that on backing. Okay, once you've set all the categories, you press done. So right now it's playing the unmixed track. When I press start, it's gonna start mixing. So these are our presets, and these are the categories for the presets. So if I want a more balanced sound, go to balance, open, and let's play. And as easy as that, you've got a mix. That's actually quite ridiculous. So now you've got a few controls that you can use. If you want to loop a section, you do it here and you select the section. The strength functions are basically how strong you want the processing effects to be. You've obviously got mute and solo, and gain functions to reduce or increase the volume of a stem or grouping. Okay, so and then you've got a macro knob for cleaning up your track, and a master knob where you can also control the tone. So as I said, these are the presets. So the cool thing is you can process each stem under a different preset. So I'll make an example. Let's just say I like the tight preset, but I want my bass to be punchier. So what I can do is I can lock everything up, and when I come over to the bass, I can go to, let's say, hype, and so now the bass is using the brute preset. And let's say I want my lead to be processed under a different effect as well. So I'll just unlock it and go to a different preset. And there you have it. So for now, I will just use a global preset to affect all of the sounds. And I think I'll just use balanced, and I'll choose tight. Okay, so now we're going to try something more ambient and see how that turns out. So I've got my track uploaded and categorized. Let's have a listen. Okay, since this is ambient, I'm going to try for something soft. Let's go over to the soft section. Let's try drift. Okay, I like that one. So that was just me playing around with a few settings. As I said, if this thing can mix better than me, then I'm definitely sold out. So I'm gonna play A and B section. So one mix is going to be mine, and the second mix is going to be Finalist. And you can compare for yourself if it did actually achieve my hopes and dreams. Now, I know there are software engineers watching this right now, and I know that you guys are really passionate about the whole human element and the artistic choices that you make in the mixing process. And I just want to say big ups to you guys for your craft and all the love that you put into the mixes. Of course, this is not going to replace you, but for me, it's going to be so much better than what I can do. And I think this is what this is geared towards for people who don't have the skills but also want to create and release music out there. I think this is going to be perfect for people like me. If I have big projects that I have spent my time and care into, and I really want them to have the best mix. Of course, I'm going to send this to a human who's going to do justice to my work, but in most cases where I'm doing quick work and I'm uploading on YouTube, yeah, this is where this comes in handy for me. So the cool thing about this is it's a perpetual license, and the software actually runs within Reactor 6 by Native Instruments, or Reactor 6 Player, which is the free version of Reactor. So you don't need to buy Reactor in order to use it. The cool thing is it's perpetual, as I mentioned, and it's not a cloud version. So once you buy the license, you are free to use it forever. It doesn't count how many mixes you put through it. It doesn't limit you how many times you can use it, just like other online mastering services. So that is the really, really cool thing about this. And it's being sold for £99. I'm not sure what that is in dollars. And of course, it fluctuates every day. But it's being sold at £99 for now. I will also leave a link in the description for that. But yeah, that is the Finalist by Tim Exile. Very simple, very straightforward to use. Gives you some degree of control. Of course, it's not going to be like using your own plugins where you have very, very deep control. But this gives you very fast results with just a few clicks. So if you've made it this far and it's your first time on this channel, please really consider subscribing. We really, really appreciate every single sub, as it helps boost us up in the algorithm and it makes this channel much, much more visible to more people. And also I'd like to thank my Patreon subscribers as well. You guys really, really help run this channel and support this channel in ways that you just cannot imagine, and I really appreciate your support. And until the next one, I will see you later.